Hello, hello, hello. I'm just getting ready for bed and doing my journaling, so I thought I would check in and let you know what's been going on today. Well, I started well. I did all my exercises and I've been to see the physiotherapist yesterday, and she gave me some, not necessarily new ones, but the idea of doing them a little bit more slowly and a little bit more mindfully than I was doing. And she did give me a few balancing ones as well. Hi Tracy, hi Max, welcome to the group. Lovely to see you here. So this morning went well, and then I had a call with my coach Helena, and I was still in a pretty low vibration place, if I'm honest with you. Just not feeling as happy and as positive as I like to feel. And she helped me work through that. And what I've ended up doing is rewriting my affirmations. Now I have a list of affirmations that I say every morning. I have a little prayer to the world that I stick my head outside the door and say every morning. And we just recognize that some of the things that I was saying, although it's where I want to be and how I've always been taught to write affirmations is write them in the present tense as if they already are. So for example, one of mine is, I am a happy, healthy and wealthy entrepreneur that helps and inspires others. And while that is exactly what I want to be, there's some bits of it that aren't quite true, if I'm honest. So I'm not quite as wealthy as I would like to be. I'm not as healthy as I would like to be. Sometimes it's not as happy as I would like to be either. So there's a little but going on in there. I might not be saying it out loud, but energetically I'm feeling it. So we shifted up the affirmation to, and I've stuck it outside my front door because that's where I stick my head, outside the front door, so I can't read it to you now. But it was, I am moving towards becoming the healthy, happy, wealthy entrepreneur that is helping and inspiring others. And I've also written out a whole load of, I had some that I set up to my, I've got a windowsill, what's it call it, I suppose, an altar, a bit of an altar with some crystals and some candles and my affirmations on. So yeah, I start the morning with, hello, my eternal loving presence. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's always a lot of gratitude in there. Finding lots of ways to say thank you and forgiving myself. And I've also added in, as well as the affirmations of where I want to be, I've included affirmations of where I am now. So for example, I'm a loving mother and family member. I'm a clear and inspiring speaker. I'm an intuitive and insightful coach. And I forgive easily and lead with love. And these are some that are totally true for me. And then I've added some other ones in there. I'm not going to read them all to you because I'll be here all day. But I am fully at peace with solitude and enjoy conscious communion with my future self. Now, this is something I picked up this morning from Joe Dispenza. The idea of conscious solitude, and if we can spend some time being consciously alone with ourselves, getting to know ourselves a little bit better, then that will give us a deeper peace and calm and inner trustworthiness. And what I realised when I was talking to Helena this morning is that this scamming incident that took place last week has challenged my ability to trust myself. And there's been a lot of challenges in my world at the moment to trust myself. So I'm building my trust myself muscle and integrity muscle and do what I say muscle. And I recognise that I I'm reliable and show up for other people. I don't always do that for myself. And so I'm practicing now, just claiming the one thing I'm going to do. If I've got appointments in my diary, I attend them. I show up. I'll be on time, or I'll let somebody know that something's stopping me. But especially when things are on your to-do list, because your to-do lists are always pretty massive, or mine is anyway. I put things on and they just never get done, and that builds a muscle that I don't do what I say muscle. So I'm shifting that, and I'm writing one thing on my to-do list, and I'm going to celebrate at the end of the day. So my one thing today, could you rescan? Yeah, the scamming incident. Very briefly, I got sucked into a phone call that I shouldn't have picked up. This is the third time I've been scammed, to be honest with you. And the last time before this one was a crypto thing. I got, I don't know, sucked into some trading thing, and it was just all bollocks. And I lost some money, and I sort of shut it down before I lost too much more. But this one was, it sucked me in, saying it could get my money back. Now, I've had lots of calls as well from different people sucking me in, saying that they can get my money back, and I've nearly gone down the route a couple of times. But this one was a bit different because he had a British accent, and all the other ones have been very foreign, and so I've sort of got to know them now. It's like once you've been scammed once, you're down on the scamming list as this is an easy target. And all I can say, Max, it was like I was like I was under some sort of spell. When I went through to the bank the next morning and told them what I'd done, I just couldn't believe that I'd done it. As like the more I said it, the more I just thought, oh my goodness, you're such an idiot. Because I literally transferred money from one account to another account, from one account to a crypto account, changed it from crypto, and then moved it into one called Trust Wallet. And I trusted it because it was called Trust Wallet. And that turned out to be the crypto account. And I even put it into his crypto account. So yeah, it was a bit shit. I lost £2.5 grand. It wasn't. I didn't even have £2.5 grand. I raped my overdraft, so I now owe the bank £2.5 grand. So yeah, that was my little scamming incident, and I'm still recovering from that emotionally, mentally, obviously physically with the money as well. So, and yeah, wasn't my proudest moment, but with my belief that everything happens for us, not to us, then I am learning the lesson and moving through the challenging aftermath, really. What I have, what is a real benefit from it all, is just the incredible support network I've got around me, and my own resilience. Yeah, the charm of the devil. Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry it happened as well. But I know it happens to a lot of people. The bank, I mean, they're not giving me my money back because I effectively transferred the money from my account into my account. But they were very understanding, and these people are very good. And I can see now, how they got me. And really, the thing is not to answer any phone calls that have got a withheld number, or you don't know who they are. There is the odd one that's worth getting, I suppose, because I'm a coach, and I put my number on my number's out there for anybody to have. It's in the public domain. Then I guess there's always part of me that hopes it's somebody wanting my coaching services, but to be honest, most people don't don't come to me via a telephone call. And if they do, they'll be willing to leave a message, would they not? So, yes. But this little acronym has definitely helped me through these last, 66 days. Well, not quite. I've had a couple of days where I haven't come on, but most of the time I'm on. So do you want to know what it is? B is for breath. B is for taking some conscious time to breathe. And down with the conscious solitude, it's you can do both. Focus on your breathing and just connect with yourself. And the best way I'm finding of breathing consciously is to just take your awareness to your breath. And what you'll find is when you start noticing your breath, it slows down a little bit. And then I invite you to deepen it. So you're filling your whole body with breath, not just shallow breathing from your chest. You're filling your abdomen and your lungs, and then actually breathe into your heart, so you connect with your heart as well. And then when you breathe out, make the outward breath slightly longer than the inward breath, because what this does to your body, it tells your body that you're safe. Because a lot of the time we are living in fight or flight mode, even though we don't know it. A lot of our days are quite stressful. If you just come back from work, I know you have Max. It's you might have travelled in. Hi Aoife, how you doing? You might have, however you're travelling home can be quite stressful. People have cut you up in traffic. You're on trains or whatever. It's not necessarily the most relaxing time. So you can do some conscious breathing when you're driving or on the train. Obviously, don't close your eyes, but you can still conscious breathe when your eyes are awake, and just notice how your breath is slowing down. And I use a 3-pronged approach to telling your body that it's safe, because when your body thinks that it's safe, it can be in that rest and repair and that healing modality. If it is getting ready to run for your life or fight something, your body is not making time to rest and repair because its energy is needed elsewhere. So this is our little trick, or our little hack really, to tell our body that we're safe. So deep breathing, a longer outward breath than in. Smile, because when you've got a smile on your face, then your body, you won't be smiling at something that's dangerous that you're frightened of. That's not possible. So you'll only smile when things are safe. And the third thing is just to tell yourself you're safe. So just have a nice deep breath. Have a smile. I am safe right now. Right now, I am safe. As you continue to do some breathing with me, I do a little prayer for humanity, where we can send out a little bit of extra love, compassion, and healing vibes throughout this beautiful, crazy earth that we're living in. So I invite you to really connect into your heart and feel like a little flame inside your heart is igniting, and that little flame of love is just expanding, and it grows and grows from your heart until it covers the whole of you, until your heart's in the center of this beautiful glowing bubble that you've surrounded yourself with. And every time you breathe in, this glowing bubble gets bigger and bigger, and sending out this loving bubble out to everyone in your home, everyone in your streets, everyone in your town, everyone in your county, your state, everyone in your country, until you're connecting to everybody on the planet. Just pray that everybody has the opportunity to have their heart open a little bit more and feel a little bit more love, peace, joy, and prosperity. So be it. So the next letter on our acronym is L, and this is for laughter, because we can laugh just because we can. Things don't have to be funny. You can just decide to laugh. So this comes from the principles of laughing yoga. Now, I'm not a laughter yoga practitioner, but I have worked with some laughter yoga practitioners, so I know the concept of it. And the idea is just to laugh. You can point at yourself and just say, and then just decide to laugh a little bit more. And it is quite contagious. If you've got somebody else in the room with you, point at them and start laughing and see if they laugh back, or just look at you as if you're slightly bonkers. But when you laugh, what you give yourself inside as well is an organ massage. You can almost feel like your inside of your body have been massaged when you belly laugh. So I invite you to laugh with me. The I is for intend. So what are your intentions for the next 24 hours? What do you intend to bring into your world? And I always intend a bit more love, a bit more laughter. And then I write down any other things that I want to bring in. And I'm really enjoying this idea of conscious solitude. That really spoke to me. So I am taking, Joe Dispenza suggests 15 minutes, start with 15 minutes a day just to be in silence with yourself. It's not the same as meditation. You're not necessarily trying to quieten your mind. You're just allowing yourself to sit with whatever it is. You can start with focusing on your breathing, but this is a little date with yourself, a little time where you can connect in with you and just notice what's going on. He also suggested connecting in with a future version of yourself. That future version of yourself is got it all sorted. They're completely peaceful and calm. Everything is good in their world. That's not to say they don't have challenges, but and now are in such a calm and wise place that they know that they can, you know that you can deal with any challenges as it comes up. So I thought, quite like the idea of that. So I'm going to spend 15 minutes a day connecting in with myself and the future version of me that completely trusts myself, is complete integrity with myself, makes great decisions, and fully enjoys life, and is completely at peace with what is. So that is my intention for the next 24 hours, as well as have a really good night's sleep tonight. Now, I'm also intending tomorrow to swim. Now, I'm saying this slightly, I haven't put it down as my commitment to myself. I'm going to swim this week, one day. It is I haven't swum for a couple of weeks now, because physically getting to the swimming pool is such an effort. But just because it's an effort doesn't mean to say it's not worth doing. So if I get up in time tomorrow, I'm not setting an alarm, so if I wake up in time tomorrow, and in order to get back in time for 10 to take Zach to college, I need to be leaving here by about 7:45, really. So depending what time I get up, if not, I'm going to go for the swim on Friday. So my intention is to swim this week, and we'll see what time I wake up. But I have got my swimming kit ready, so yeah, could be. We'll see. See how I feel tomorrow. That's not a commitment, that's just an intention. No, that doesn't make sense. I'm not fully committing, am I? No, not for swimming. I'm going to see how I feel. And if not, I'm going to do it on Friday. So that's okay. I can give myself a break, and my rest is more important than my swim. So I'll take that. So that's your intention. G is for gratitude. So what are you grateful for right now? Now, gratitude is that feeling of if you feel really grateful. This isn't just saying what you're grateful for, it's really feeling it, because you feel those feelings of appreciation, you're more likely to invite more things to appreciate in. And if you're struggling with what you're feeling grateful for right now, you've always got a nice warm bed. The fact that you're listening to this, you're on you're on a device, you've got electricity, so we can really go general, or we can go in with the specifics of, I'm super grateful for my coach this morning. She really, really helped me shift my energy, and yeah, that's good. I was in a pretty dark place the last day or so, and that really helped shift it. And so I'm super grateful for that. I'm grateful for myself, for showing up for myself. Always grateful for Sophie. I don't know if you can she's sleeping here. Look here. See my messy room. Check her out over there. There she is. My Beba. So yes, super grateful for her, because she gets me out in nature, which gets me very nicely onto the N. So yeah, and get out in nature. It's always beautiful, always worthwhile, and having Sophie just gets me out there. Having animals get me out there, because I get out and feed the guinea pigs as well. And yeah, I don't think I would get out. Well, I wouldn't get out as much if I didn't have her. So we went on a very nice walk this morning. I did my breathing out there as well. I'm doing some breathwork exercises at the moment. And this evening we went out and saw the moon again. It was the third night in a row that the moon's been shining bright in the sky. It's not a full moon, but it's a beautiful crescent. So I connected with that and listened to the birds singing, and just enjoy the I think what I'm really enjoying at the moment as well is noticing how the nights are drawing back out again. It's feeling a bit more spring-like, and if you look closely, there's bulbs coming through and there's things growing, and that's really cool. So I'm loving that. I is for what you're ingesting, what are you putting into your body. Now this year, actually, even though it's been a real challenging year for me, I am really impressed with my clean diet. I've really cleaned it up a little bit more. So today I haven't got any smoothie at the moment because I need to get some more spinach in, but I make a stir fry scrambled eggs. So I stir fry some vegetables. So I had some kale, I had some red pepper, and I had, I think, a leek as well. And then I just mixed it together with a bit of egg. So it's like a scrambled egg medley, which is quite nice. And then I made a super soup. So I had a bit of sweet potato, some carrots, and some parsnip, and that was really nice. So, and a couple of walnuts. So I've been good today, very good. So I'm pleased about what I'm ingesting. T is for what you tell yourself. Now, it goes back to my affirmations. I'm telling myself a lot of good stuff these days, and noticing more and more when I'm not feeding myself with good feeling thoughts. And the way that you can tell it's not a good feeling thought is by the way you feel. So it's worth tapping in. If you're not feeling great, what are you thinking about right now? What are you focusing on? And can you change that? Can you shift it around into something that's more positive? Can you maybe even stick a yet on the end of it? So if you're saying, oh, I'm not where I want to be yet, because that lightens it. I'm not as thin as I want to be. I'm not as healthy as I want to be. I'm not walking as well as I want to be yet. So that's a nice one to use, just to shift the vibration of it a little bit and to turn it into something that feels more positive. And it's also worth thinking about where you want to be going as opposed to where you're feeling you might be stuck right now. So really focus on where it is that you're again, this future place where everything's exactly where you want it to be and what that feels like, so you can embody that future self. Because this Joe Dispenza thing I listened to earlier, it really talks about the evidence to say that actually if you can feel in to what your future self feels like, you start creating new neurons, new brain patterns that moves you towards where you want to be going. So it's worth spending some time imagining you doing things. So for me, it'd be running, it'd be jumping, so I can start training my brain to be doing it, even though my physical body hasn't quite caught up with it yet. Plus the fact it makes you feel good, so it's definitely worth it. Which brings me on to the last letter, E. Just make sure you enjoy whatever you're doing, and that takes some reminding sometimes as well, because it can be very easy to get pulled back into your pit of despair, where, or my pit of despair, instead of finding joy in the moments, whatever you're doing. So it's really about igniting that pleasure muscle in you as well, and discovering pleasure in the simple things. Pleasure doesn't find pleasure in everything. We really can if you look for it and decide, make that choice. So are you ready for the song? Blignite my happy, blignite the happy in me, Blignite, blignite the happy in me. It fills my world with wonder. Sophie's tapping her feet while she's sleeping. It fills my world with wonder, and every day with glee. Blignite, blignite the happy in me. Breathe deep and consciously. Laugh just 'cause you can. Intend to be happy. Intend to be grateful too. Get out in nature and ingest wonderful food. Tell myself all's well and remind myself to say everything's happening for me. I'm enjoying what's coming my way. So blignite my happy, blignite the happy in me. Blignite, blignite the happy in me. Yay! Hopefully that wasn't too painful, my singing. Yinka, you've just hit us at the end, so I'll let you watch the replay. For some reason, I still can't comment on any of my posts on Facebook. Well, my VA can when she's doing some work for me, but I can't. So yeah, that's a bit weird. So I'm still struggling with that and trying to get Facebook to work out what's going on. But I can message and I can post, so I'm celebrating that. And thank you all for being here. Thank you. I'm always grateful for you guys. And have the wonderful rest of the day, night, whatever you're doing. And set your intentions for finding more joy in the world. I'll see you tomorrow.